Good evening, everybody. It's John from Veganism KILLS, and it's time for another video. It's 11:59 p.m. Wednesday, June 14th, on the cusp of June 15th. Today, we're going to look at vegan hypocrisy in action. First, we're going to watch a video from Dr. Greger. Did a vegan diet kill this baby? August 25th, 2011. I will interrupt and comment. This is all for educational purpose only.
Vegan couple whose baby died of vitamin deficiency after being fed solely on breast milk. Isn't that what you're supposed to feed babies? Yes, but if you're not getting enough vitamin B12, then your baby's not getting enough B12.
Okay, stop right there. In this case, the baby wasn't just deficient in B12. She was also deficient in vitamin D and vitamin A. Do not let these vegan quacks tell you that the vegan diet's only missing B12. That is not true.
Parents adopted lifestyle after watching TV program about butchered cows, and ended up generating headlines.
Now, those movies by butchered cows are actually sponsored by some of the people that Dr. Greger now works for. Now, this video is from August 25th, 2011. Obviously, Dr. Greger has changed his mind about movies about butchered cows. 250,000 reasons.
Lines like this: vegans charged in death, over death, after death, neglect, neglect and death, and baby killing. Poll: did a vegan diet kill the baby? Why, yes it did.
Now, in case you vegans missed it, I'm going to play this part again.
Vegan diet kill the poll. Did a vegan diet kill the baby? Why, yes it did. A non-B12 fortified vegan diet killed.
Again, it wasn't only B12 that killed this baby. There was at least two other vitamin nutrients, vitamin A and vitamin D, she was deficient in.
Killed that little girl. And she's not the first, and if vegans don't get their act together and get their B12, she will not be the last.
She will not be the last. My next video that I'm going to show you is very important. Okay, now we're going over to this video from Dorian Ryder a year ago. I want you to listen to this.
So who is Mick the Vegan? Mick is a guy who makes videos on YouTube. He makes around $1,600 a month from makes a few videos here and there. So his Patreon people pay him $600 a month, and he posts whenever he feels like it. So last time he posted.
This video is from Dorian Ryder. It's a year old, and I'm using it for educational purposes only.
On Patreon was 12th of March. It says you're getting paid $1,600. So what are you in June? So yeah, whenever he feels like posting, he posts. So a couple of times, every now and then he posts, which is pretty poor for $1,600. And what's he getting the money for? He wants a new computer. Wow. So looks like he got his new computer and pocketed the rest of the money because he hasn't uploaded since 12th of March on Patreon, where he's paid by people who donate to him. Damn. Anyway, so his baby died recently. That's unfortunate, obviously. People asking me,
are you seeing why I'm relating these two videos? Do you understand?
where he's paid by people who donate to him. Damn. Anyway, so his baby died recently. That's unfortunate. Obviously, people asking me, I'm concerned. Did Mick's vegan diet? He promotes only eating whole foods. He says too much fruit is unhealthy, sugar's bad, calories in, calories out is good. Don't eat too much. He says eat less, move more. Did he apply that to his baby? Is that the reason the baby died? Was the baby breastfed, or was the baby just giving whole foods vegan diet? We don't know. He hasn't talked about it. But I think as an influencer, as you put yourself out there, this is just my opinion. You may agree or disagree. If you put yourself out there as like, hey, I'm right, you're wrong, but then your baby dies and you brush it under the carpet, that's, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
Let's say that part again.
No, he hasn't talked about it. But I think, is that the reason the baby died? Was the baby breastfed, or was the baby just giving whole foods vegan diet? We don't know. He hasn't talked about it. But I think as an influencer, as you put yourself out there, this is just my opinion. You may agree or disagree. If you put yourself out there as like, hey, I'm right, you're wrong, but then your baby dies and you brush it under the carpet, that's, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Mick the Vegan, he's made a few videos about me in the past saying my diet's unhealthy, but I put up with my blood tests, and Mick doesn't put out his blood tests, okay? Which is his choice. But if you're going to knock my protocols, Mick, put up your blood tests. Show us your fitness levels. Explain why your baby died. Maybe the baby fell out of the cot, unfortunately, and died, Maybe the baby died because of nutrient deficiencies, because his diet is deficient, because he only eats whole foods and not a lot of them, not a lot of them. Which in my opinion, this is my opinion, based on coaching thousands of people, I would say Mick has an eating disorder, all right? He represents the gay community, and he does a good job at that. Fair enough, it's 2022, it's all good. But his baby, I'm just like, I'd like some more transparency about that, okay? Because people write me and they're concerned. People are.
We'd all like to see more transparency about that, but we know we're not going to get it. Most of us didn't know. He, like Dorian Wright has said, he swept it under the carpet.
Asking questions, and in my opinion, if you're going to put your strong opinions out there on social media, it's only fair people critique you, right? This isn't people, it's private. Nah, you put it out there. I mean, Mick the...
Vegans and critique. Now, there's a lot of other channels out there that do the same thing I do. And we all know vegans don't take critique too well. Or not at all.
Vegan, remember that time he body shamed a 15-year-old girl, right? To try and discredit me, he used a 15-year-old girl who wasn't even doing my protocols, who was eating KFC and Nutella and heaps of oil, things that are on my protocols. Instead of using an adult woman like Natasha, who follows my protocols, etc., he chose to use a 15-year-old girl. Not just use her, but body shame her. Mick...
A 15-year-old girl, huh, Mick?
The Vegan body shamed a 15-year-old girl, saying, look how fat she is. All right? Look how fat she is. A 15-year-old girl. I make fun of Joe Rogan and saying Joe Rogan has a spare Yokohama.
I got in it with Mick one day because I asked him, what credentials does he have? Mick has no credentials. Then he had a professor that he was taking some classes with, who also don't have any credentials in nutrition, way out of his field, defending Mick. And this professor didn't realize I was offered tenure in St. John's University twice, and you do not teach outside your field.
around his waistline. But that's Joe Rogan. He's an adult man. You know, body shaming 15-year-old girls to your 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 subscribers. That's really devastating. What happened to this girl? She deleted all her social media. She absolutely disappeared. She was distraught. Thousands of people laughed at her and said, "You're fat. We watched Mick the Vegan's video. You're fat. Haha." You know? So Mick the Vegan, you owe an apology to that 15-year-old girl for body shaming her. You know? That's just wrong, bro. You know what I mean? That's just wrong. Come on my podcast.
Mick classifies himself as a science writer. Doesn't mean he believes in science.
Live debate me, alright? Have the balls. If you disagree with me, fair enough. Anyone out there, it's not just for Mick. If those people out there who disagree with me, have the balls to come on my live stream podcast. No jump cuts, no script, just raw questions from the audience. We answer every and any question from the audience. Have the balls to do that. Otherwise, you're just another little critic standing up on your hind legs, just barking behind the keyboard, barking from behind, scared to approach from the front, you know, scared to get on live stream and have a debate. A fair, honest debate. That's all I ask. Anyway, it's unfortunate for the baby. We wish Mick and his his wife or whoever it is, the girl, baby mama. We wish them, you know, we wish them the best. We wish them well. It's not, you know, it's hard. These things happen. It's, you know, it's tough, but we would like to know why the baby died, so we can prevent other deaths or injuries from happening. And maybe it fell out of the cot. Or maybe there's a dodgy designed cot out there. Okay, let's make it public. Or maybe the baby did, or the baby mama did Mick the Vegan's protocols, and she was mad deficient. This is just maybe, we don't know. Mad deficient because she's following his eating disorder protocols of calories in, calories out, don't eat too much, only whole foods, you know. Maybe she had deficiencies and passed on to the kid. We don't know. We can only assume. All right, we can only assume. But the baby died, and that's unfortunate. But anyway, Mick, that's my opinion. What do you, let me know down your opinions down below, people. Should Mick the Vegan make it public, explain what's going on? Should he apologise to that 15-year-old girl for body shaming her, laughing at her? Like, I'm not going to link the video, but it's on his channel. He's laughing. He's laughing at a girl who has some issues, mental health issues, who's overweight. She's taking SSRI drugs, which cause massive weight gain, plus she's like eating all these fatty foods. She came to me for help, and I thought I'll give her some help, you know. And Mick the Vegan wanted to use that, twist it, perniciously twist it around. That's really poor, bro. All right, that's really poor. Why wouldn't you use Natasha or someone? You know, why wouldn't you use that to demonstrate my protocols for weight loss, or Freely or someone? Someone's on social media, an adult woman. Why would you target a 15-year-old girl and body shame her? That's really poor, man. That's really, really poor.
Now you just watch both those videos. Vegans don't even agree with each other. Everything they talk about turns into a disaster for some unfortunate kid. Let's hope we learn something from this. On that, I'm out of here.